Lolo reads, episode 53, The Anniversary Tango. "So where's our wandering boy tonight?" asked Mrs. Madrigal, pouring Mona a glass of sherry. "Michael? Do you know any other wandering boys?" "I wish I did." "Mona, have you two quarreled or something?" "No, I didn't mean it like that." She ran her palm along the worn red velvet of the arm of the chair. "Michael's gone to a costume party." The landlady pulled her chair closer to Mona's. She smiled. "I think Brian's at home tonight." "Christ, you sound just like my mother." "Stop avoiding the issue. Don't you like Brian?" "He's a womanizer." "So? So I don't need that right now, thank you." "You could have fooled me." Mona gulped her sherry, avoiding Mrs. Madrigal's eyes. "Is that your answer for everything?" The landlady chuckled. "It isn't my answer for everything. It's the answer for everything. Come on, Calamity Jane, get your coat. I've got 2 tickets to Beach Blanket Babylon." Warmed by a pitcher of sangria, the 2 women unwound amid the rococo funk of Club Fugazi. When the review was over, Mrs. Madrigal stayed seated, chatting easily with the wine-flushed strangers around her. "Oh, Mona, I feel immortal right now. I'm very happy to be here with you." Sentiment shot from the hip, embarrassed Mona. "It's a wonderful show," she said, burying her face in a wine glass. Mrs. Madrigal let a smile bloom slowly on her angular face. "You'll be so much happier if you could see yourself the way I see you." "Nobody's happy. What's happy? Happiness is over when the lights come on." The older woman poured herself some more sangria. "Screw that," she said quietly. "What?" "Screw that. Wash your mouth out. Who taught you that half-assed existential drivel?" "I don't see why it should matter to you." "No, I suppose you don't." Mona was puzzled by the hurt look in her companion's eyes. "I'm sorry, I'm a bitch tonight. Look, let's go somewhere for coffee, okay?" The sight of the Café Sport gave Mona an instant shiver of nostalgia. Mrs. Madrigal had planned it that way. "God," said Mona, grinning at the restaurant's Neapolitan bric-a-brac. "I'd almost forgotten what a trip this place is." They took a small table in the back, next to a dusty Roman ruin bas-relief with a loving but practical artist had protected with chicken wire. A tango was playing on the jukebox. Mrs. Madrigal ordered a bottle of Verdicchio. When the wine came, she lifted her glass to Mona. "To 3 more, she said merrily. 3 more whats?" "Years, it's our anniversary." "What?" "You've been my tenant for 3 years tonight." "How in God's name would you ever remember a thing like that?" "I'm an elephant, Mona. Old and very battered, but happy." Mona smiled affectionately, raising her glass. "Well, here's to elephants. I'm glad I chose Barbary Lane." Anna shook her head. "Wrong, dear." "What?" "You didn't choose Barbary Lane. It chose you." "What does that mean?" Mrs. Madrigal winked. "Finish your wine first."